Bonjour, Sego, Tanse, Kwe, Bonjour, hello, Kinawea. Greetings, my relatives. I'm giving you greetings in some of the many languages that the traditional peoples of these lands have spoken for time immemorial. I am known as Grandmother Kim, and I'd like to introduce myself in my language. Anin Bojo, Mishikain Dodem, Shkodenikan wa Waskonen Indishnika, Shawanagan Dunjaba, Nishinabe Kwe Ojibwe and Dao. I am Turtle Clan. I am known as head or leader of the Fire Flower. That's my spirit name. I come from Shawanaga First Nations, which is located in the Georgian Bay region of Ontario. And I am Ojibwe, and I'm so honored to spend time with you here today. I want to acknowledge the territory upon which Harbourfront Centre is situated upon. It is the treaty and traditional territory of the Mississaugas of the Credit. And they are a sister community to my community, and I send them greetings and thanks. When we come together to share in a good way with a good heart and a good mind, land acknowledgements are important. But we also want to acknowledge the beings who share the earth with us. And so at this time, I'm going to encourage you to bring your hearts and minds together and to acknowledge the sands, the soils, the clays, the gravels, the rocks, the stone beings in the mountains. These are the most ancient beings on earth, the ones who have been here for time immemorial. They are the great teachers of strength and resilience because they hold our beautiful Earth Mother together. They have been here so long. They are so old. We call them grandmothers and grandfathers. And it's said that they have witnessed all of the songs, all of the stories, all the ceremonies that have ever taken place on the earth. So if you want to learn more, spend time with them. We also want to acknowledge the grasses and the shrubs, the trees, the bushes, all of the hardwoods, the softwoods, the berries, the hanging fruits, and the medicines. These beautiful beings sacrifice on a daily basis for our well-being. They heal our bodies when we're not feeling well. They fill our tummies when we're hungry. They protect us from the elements. They're the materials to build our homes and our shelters. They sacrifice on a daily basis for our well-being. And so it really makes sense that we bring our hearts and minds together and give them greetings and thanks. We also want to acknowledge the swimmers, the crawlers, the flyers, the two-leggeds and the four-leggeds, those that live up in the sky world and those that live beneath the earth. These beings we consider our elder brothers and sisters, the ones who came long before us human beings. They teach us many lessons. They also sacrifice for our well-being. They're our food source. And some have become our companions. They are our pets. They are great teachers who continue to teach and to sacrifice for our well-being. So on a daily basis, we bring our hearts and minds together and we give them greetings and thanks. And then, of course, we want to acknowledge our human family, all the men and the women and the children that have ever been, that are here now, and that are on their way. They are relatives too. And so on this day, I give each and every one of you greetings and thanks. You know, there are many ways of knowing on the planet. And in our Anishinaabe worldview, we share those ways of knowing through songs and stories. We offer prayers. And we remember those from generation to generation. That's how we share. We pass it down generation after generation. And you're never too old to hear a story. And you're never too bad a singer to learn a song. And so we encourage you to embrace both. It's the grannies and grandpies over time who have remembered to pass these down. We We have many storytellers and singers who do that as well. I want to take some time today and tell you a story about a very special being that's about to appear soon in our region. One that offers us many gifts. And it's said that long ago, there was a time when these two brothers used to spend a lot of time wrestling. Oh, they loved to challenge each other, see who was stronger, who was better. And over time, their mother grew fatigued of watching this, and she would say, boys, stop it. Stop this wrestling. We have work to do. You know, one of these days, one of you is going to get hurt. Please stop it. And they looked at their mom, and they nodded and said, okay. And they said they weren't going to do it anymore. But they did continue. What they did was they moved into the forest. They found a clearing. Found a nice big space to continue wrestling. And over time, they got bigger and they got stronger. And still, they kept wrestling. One day they were out in a clearing and they were wrestling. And one of the brothers threw the other brother on the ground and said, aha, I win. I got you. And he looked at his brother and says, come on, let's go back home. And the brother that was laying on the ground was still. He didn't move. The other brother got down on his knees and shook his brother and said, come on, let's go. Stop fooling around. We got to go. And he noticed his brother was very still, and he shook him and he said, brother, wake up. Brother, wake up. And his brother didn't move. And he realized that his brother was gone. What his mother had said came true. One of them did indeed get hurt. You see, this brother hit a rock when he hit the ground, and he died instantly. He died on the spot. And with great shame and remorse and so much sadness, the other brother buried him. Buried him in a very special space. And he walked home. And when he got home, his mother said, hey, where's your brother? And he said, I don't know. I wasn't with him. And he kept this terrible secret inside. He was so filled with guilt and sadness. But he went to visit his brother, that very special space where he had buried him, and he would cry and say, brother, I'm so sorry, please forgive me, I'm sorry, please forgive me. And his tears would spread all over the ground, and his heart would be so heavy. He continued to visit his brother for a very long time, and one day, while he was out there visiting his brother and crying and on his knees asking for forgiveness, he noticed something different about the area. As he looked around, his gaze traveled over these vines that were spread all over the ground. And he thought, what is this? What am I seeing here? And he slowly ran his hands over these vines and leaves that were deep green. They were beautiful. They were shiny. And as he ran his hands over them, he saw something red peeking out between them. And he looked down, and he looked a little closer, and he said, whoa, what's this? And he spread the leaves back, and he saw this little red berry. And he picked it, and he rolled it around in his hands, and he thought, wow, because they're really tiny. And on impulse, popped it into his mouth. And he ate it. And he noticed it was so sweet. And he thought, oh, this is delicious. And as he savored that beautiful berry in his mouth, something happened to him. The pain in his heart started to ease. The sadness started to lift. And some of the joy, the memories of his brother began to flood back into his heart. And he realized his brother had given him a very special gift. A gift he took home to share with his community. And today we continue to honor that gift. It's a beautiful gift. It comes once a year naturally in this territory. It comes in the month of June. And in our Anishinaabe calendar, we have a special name for that month. We follow a lunar calendar. And when the moon has changed from the month of May into the month of June, a flower's moon, into Odemen Gizis, strawberry moon, we know what's about to visit us. See, that's the name we give those beautiful berries, strawberries. We call them heartberries. Now, when you look at a strawberry, you'll notice that it has the shape of a heart. And when you cut it lengthwise, it does indeed look like a heart. And these beautiful berries appear during the month of June. And historically, we would have spent a lot of time harvesting these berries. It's said that it's the first gift that the earth gives us after the long, cold season of winter. And it reminds us about that heart connection we have to our first mother, the earth, the one who takes care of us. And those beautiful berries are medicine for us. The leaves, the stems, the roots, the berry itself are all different forms of medicine that are available for us and can be used in different ways. And historically, we would have gathered enough to last us a whole year. So we would have preserved them in different ways, drying them and making sure that they were available in some of the winter months. Today we continue to gather those berries and preserve them in different ways. That's where jam comes from. And we freeze them whole. But when you gather them fresh and you pop them in your mouth, you just can't wait to eat them. And that beautiful sweet juice starts flowing down your chin and you wipe it off and it's like, oh, you think to yourself, this is so good. Well, we also make a very special drink from those berries. It's called strawberry drink. And what you do is you take some fresh strawberries, some beautiful fresh strawberries, and you crush them all up. Make them all mushy and squishy in a big jar, in a big container or pitcher. And then you top it up with fresh, cold, clean water. And you stir it around. And then you add some maple syrup, real maple syrup. You pour some of that in just to taste, to sweeten it up a little bit. You pour it over a couple glasses of ice and you drink that down. So refreshing, so delicious, and so easy to make. And we call that strawberry drink. Maybe when the season of Odemen Gizis, strawberry moon, comes in the month of June, you'll remember this and you'll make some strawberry drink to share with your relatives, your family, your sisters and brothers, aunties, uncles, grannies, grandpies, and you'll give them the recipe. I just gave it to you. And maybe you'll also teach them the name of that berry, Odemen. Try it. Ode means heart. Min is berry. So when you loop them together, you get Odemen. Odemen. That is a strawberry. Or direct translation would be heartberry. They're very special berries to us. And they are filled with a very special ingredient, water. Water gets inside of strawberries and makes them juicy. And in the Anishinaabe world, we know that water is life. Water is a very powerful medicine. It's one of the things that connects us all. And we sing songs to acknowledge that. And I'd like to share a song that comes from a beautiful grandmother who is now long departed from us. Her name is Josephine Mandamin Naba, or Bidasage Naba. And she encouraged us to learn a song. It's called a water song. And in this water song, we give thanks for the life force that connects us. And so I want to extend that teaching and that understanding to the strawberries by sharing the song with you today. And if you want to learn the song, you can YouTube it. It's the Josephine Mandamin Water Song. And she encouraged us to not only learn the song, but if you speak another language, to translate it into those other languages and to sing it as well. The words in the song are water, we love you, water, we thank you, and water, we respect you. It makes sense to extend those same greetings to strawberries. Water is in strawberries, so strawberries, we love you, strawberries, we thank you, strawberries, we respect you. For all of their sacrifices, for all of their gifts that they continue to give us. The word for water in the Anishinaabe language is nibe. So you'll hear me saying that. And traditionally we sing it to the 4 cardinal directions, north, south, east, west, because berries are found in all of those directions. And we give thanks to all of the berries. So I'm going to sing that song for you right now. And I'm going to encourage you to try and learn it post this share. And I hope you enjoy the song. Nebe Gizogehiko Gimi Gwechoe Nemego Gijawe Nemego Nebe Gizogehiko Gimi Gwechoe Nemego Gijawe Nemego Nebe water Gizogehiko water, we love you. Gimi Gwechoe Nemego water, we thank you. Gijawe Nemego water, we respect you. Nebe Gizogehiko Gimi Gwechoe Nemego Gijawe Nemego. I give thanks for that song. I give thanks for that grandmother. I give thanks for Damon, the strawberry, the heartberry. I give so much thanks for each and every one of you who sat with me here today and listened to the stories and the teachings and perhaps tried to learn some of our songs in the language that has been spoken for time immemorial. We are a generous people who continue to encourage people to embrace another way of knowing, our way of knowing, and to treat the beings who sacrifice on a daily basis for our well-being in a good way, with a good heart and a good mind. I have tried to share in a good way today. I hope it's been fun and educational and informative. I hope that you will make strawberry drink. I hope that maybe you'll create your own strawberry song. And I hope that you will harvest strawberries in this upcoming month and that you will remember the stories and say thank you to them. Remember the teaching. Only take what you need and leave some for the other beings who share the planet with us. It has been a deep honor for me to share with you on this day. Chimigwech Kinawea. Great thanks, my relatives, for listening to me and for joining in the share with me. I hope it's been helpful. It's been fun for me. I want to thank each and every one of you who allowed this process to be possible. And I look forward to meeting each and every one of you and hearing your stories as well. Chimigwech, Balmampi, Gigawabaman, Minawa. Till I see you again, my relatives. Bye-bye.